everybody. Welcome back to week 2 of weight loss going deeper. And this time we are talking about weight loss hormones. Now, if you were here last week, you heard my talk on insulin. Insulin is a big, big deal as far as weight loss is concerned. So if you didn't see it, go back and get caught up because you're going to want to know how you can manipulate your own insulin so that you can be in fat burning mode, okay, and lose that weight. But if you were watching that, this week we're going to talk about something different, a little bit different. This is a hormone that you probably heard of insulin before, but I don't know, you might not have heard of this one. This week we're talking about a hormone called ghrelin. Sounds weird, right? Ghrelin. Well, ghrelin, we got to talk about ghrelin because ghrelin is a hormone that controls your hunger. So for those of you who've been with me the whole time, obviously you've been back seeing the beginning videos, and then you saw my Going Deeper series on hunger, and then the Going Deeper series on fullness. But what I didn't get into too much in those series is how your hormones impact those things. So today we're going to talk about ghrelin. Now, if you want to get caught up on all the videos and you don't want to miss the next ones, please, please, please go ahead and subscribe. Because if you subscribe, you'll get those in your feed. And if you like what you're seeing, give me a thumbs up and definitely give me some comments below so I can have some conversation with you. Okay? Now, back to ghrelin. Ghrelin, I like to think of it as what causes the growl in your stomach. It's the hunger hormone. And that growl is a good thing. What it is when you're empty and there's less fat around, your body sends the ghrelin. It comes actually from your stomach. See, this is the thing we were talking about, hormones. They don't all come from ovaries. They don't come from your brain. They come from different places all over your body, sending messages back and forth. So this one actually originates in your stomach, and ghrelin triggers hunger. Here's the thing about ghrelin. If you are in a good, balanced state in your body, ghrelin is not an issue. Ghrelin speaks up when you need fuel, okay? When you're empty, when your blood sugar starts to drop and the tanks are empty and you need to fill up, you'll have this very polite little growling sensation from the ghrelin that's saying that you need to eat. Here's the problem. Ghrelin can get out of balance. The big trigger for ghrelin being out of balance is, unfortunately, our modern diet. So modern processed foods, the more processed, the more it's already refined. So flour and sugar can make your ghrelin be out of control. It can just be really, really powerful that it's overproducing ghrelin. You know, you have people who, I'm hungry. I just feel like I'm hungry all the time. I could just eat. A lot of times that's because of the processed food has tipped the ghrelin out of balance and there's too much around. So one of the ways you can help your ghrelin to be more in balance is really to move away from the processed food. Really, limit or eliminate the flour and the sugar because it really puts your hormones just out of whack. They respond so powerfully to those refined foods that it makes it really hard for you to be reasonable when it comes to eating. You feel like I've got to have it and I've got to have lots of it. And the foods that you crave are really more those processed foods. So that's the basics on ghrelin. Ghrelin is important. You got to get hungry at some point, but it needs to be in a really balanced, reasonable fashion so that you aren't overwhelmed by it. So if you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm hungry all the time, I just want to eat all the stuff, I want all the cookies and the candies and the cakes, then really the next best thing is to work on cutting those things out. Yes, it's hard. Yes, there's withdrawal when you get off of things like sugar or flour. It's a process. Maybe that's the series I should do, is talking about how to get off of the refined foods. But that's not today. Today we're talking about ghrelin. So I just want you to know that is absolutely something that you need to have, but you don't need probably to have as much as you do if you're eating a lot of processed foods. Okay? So stick with me for next week. We got one more hormone I want to talk about, and we are going to be wrapping up our weight loss going deeper series. Okay? I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Come on back.